Welcome to my channel. In this episode, I'd like to clear up some confusion about Father Dolindo. Several false stories are circulating around the internet. The first and most widespread that I've run across on a number of online websites is that Father Dolindo was Saint Padre Pio's spiritual director. That is not true. They were contemporaries. Father Dolindo was a few years older than Padre Pio and died 2 years after him. I have translated a large volume of Father Dolindo's autobiographical writings, and throughout them all there is only one occasion in which these two holy priests met in person. They both knew about the other and held each other in the highest regard. Once, together with a few other priests, Father Dolindo made the car trip from Naples to San Giovanni Rotondo. During the visit, Padre Pio and Father Dolindo had a private meeting, and afterwards, at the end of the visit, among a number of other priests and Franciscan friars, Padre Pio blessed Father Dolindo and told him that all of heaven is in your soul. Father Dolindo noted this in his autobiography, but a more detailed description of the visit was provided by one of the other priests who had also gone on the visit. Father Dolindo attended both minor seminary and seminary at the Apostolic School of Missionary Priests, and became a member of this community, making his religious vows in June of 1901, when he professed the vows of poverty, chastity, obedience, and perseverance in the congregation with the duty to evangelize the poor. In June of 1905, he was ordained a priest in the missionary priest community. However, just 2 years later, after a series of grave misunderstandings, Father Dolindo was expelled from the community, as well as stripped of his priestly faculties. Since Father Dolindo was, even if only briefly, part of a religious community, he would often be called Padre Dolindo. However, for the remainder of his life, Father Dolindo was a diocesan priest. The proper form of address for a diocesan priest in Italy is Don, or the Italian pronunciation, Don, while Padre is for priests in religious life, such as Padre Pio. As a diocesan or secular priest, in November of 1920, 15 years after he had been ordained a priest, Don Dolindo became a Franciscan tertiary, but was never a Franciscan friar. In a video, it was said that Father Dolindo was a Capuchin friar, which is not true. Padre Pio was a Franciscan Capuchin. Don Dolindo was not. Stigmatic priest, stigmatized miracle worker. These descriptions referring to Don Dolindo are also floating around on the internet on various websites without any reference or documentation, stating that Don Dolindo received the stigmata. No, he never did. St. Padre Pio did, and we have photographs and much other evidence to prove it. While Don Dolindo was subject both to extraordinary sufferings as well as many wondrous, extraordinary events throughout his life, he never received the stigmata, as did his holy contemporary on the other side of the Italian peninsula, Padre Pio of Pietrelcina. Servant of God, Father Dolindo Ruotolo was indeed a very holy priest who lived a surrendered life, intimately united to his beloved Jesus and Mama Mary. In his long life of 88 years, he loved Jesus, his Lord and his God, and he honored Mary, his most beloved Mama, always more and more, and labored his whole life long to bring many souls to the hearts of Jesus and Mary. I hope this little video has been helpful in clearing up some of the false information that is circulating online, intermixed with much that is true, regarding the holy Neapolitan priest, Father Dolindo, who gave us the Surrender Novena and himself lived it to the full. Servant of God, Father Dolindo, pray for us. Saint Padre Pio of Pietrelcina, pray for us.